Welcome to Wednesday's Loose Women, the show that's like a pair of silicone boobs, perky, well-rounded, but will poke you in the eye if you get too close. On the show today, Ulrika Jonsson has split with her husband of 2 years, but how will she explain it to her kids? It's one of the hardest things you can do. Hear Colleen and Kim's stories later. Plus, relationship counsellor and writer Anne Hooper will be here to guide us through the dilemmas of divorce. And the country's most famous newlywed, it's only a few weeks since she was a blushing bride, but she's back bigger than ever. Katie Price, a.k.a. Jordan, will be here. And as Jordan is on the show, in her honour, please allow me to introduce you to my bevy of busty beauties here. She has said she'd like a bit more up top, but they're not that fussy at Reader's Wives. It's Kim Marsh. Plus, she's the original good time girl. She's been a centrefold so often she's got staple marks on her tummy. It's Carol McGiffin. And she claims it's all natural, but open any newspaper and you'll see her on page 3, 4 and 5. It's Colleen Nolan. And standing by with the airbrush, it's me, Kay Adams. Yeah. And as always, we want to hear what you've got to say, so drop us an email, loose.women@itv.com, or write to us at Loose Women ITV, London Television Centre, SE19LT. And specifically, you can email us if you manage to track down another relation of Carol's, because we've had an amazing week, haven't we, reuniting Carol with her family. I think it was Friday that we found your long-lost sister, and that was a beautiful moment. Look at that. There she is. She's so nice. Here's the tissues again. And then, was it Monday that your long-lost brother turned up? It was remarkable.
Twin brother as well.
Yeah, twin brother. And you'll never guess who's come out today.
No, not another one.
Well, actually...
I can't take it.
Do you remember,
I can't take it anymore.
Do you remember your spinster aunts, Maud and Violet? Yes.
Yeah.
They've come forward as well.
No.
Here they are. By Friday, we are going to have the entire family. It's just going to be beautiful. It really is.
I've always wanted an extended family.
I know.
I never have got one.
Yeah. So if you happen to see any of Carol's relations out there wandering about or photographs, and you can email them in, because Friday's just going to be momentous. It really is.
So
you were also exposed on Monday as the most unromantic loose women of all of us. Not interested in lovely weekends away or anything like that.
That's true.
And this sparked off our search for Britain's most unromantic woman, because apparently this weekend is Dirty Weekend. So we've been asking for nominations, and the winner is going to get a quiet night in a lovely romantic hotel plus dinner. Don't worry, we won't be coming along as well. Can you imagine that? We came out from underneath the bed. So here are some of the early contenders. What have you got, Carol? Have you got one?
Yes, this is from Stephen in York. He says, it was our anniversary last weekend, so I surprised my wife with a beautiful weekend break. I pulled out all the stops, 4-poster bed, roses, etc. Oh, sounds awful. I booked a horse-drawn carriage to take us to a restaurant, but she refused to leave the hotel until X Factor had finished. So we ended up missing our reservation and having to get a beaten-up old taxi to a fish and chip shop, as we couldn't get a reservation anywhere else. Someone's right about romance being dead.
Oh, that's not good.
No. Funny, though.
OK, I have one here from Phil in Somerset. He says, for my girlfriend's birthday, we had a sexy meal at home with oysters and champagne. For dessert, we cuddled up on a rug and I was about to feed her some posh chocolate truffles. I leant down and she pulled away, saying, no, I need to have a go at me toes, and proceeded to pick her toenails and pull off the jagged bits. That was our sexy night over.
That's too awful.
That's too awful. It's got to be done, though. Grant, in Middlesex. For my girlfriend's birthday, I scattered the hallway and bedroom with rose petals, lit candles throughout the house, and bought a fancy bottle of champagne, then lay waiting for her dressed in my sexiest boxers. She eventually turned up late, stinking of booze and fags, and passed out in the lounge without even seeing what I'd done. She'd gone out after work with her mates and got plasters.
Well, this one's from Ray in Lancashire.
No way.
Yeah, it is, but maybe not you, Ray. I bought the wife... I know, it's not you, Ray. He's not married yet, has he? No. I bought the wife an expensive bottle of perfume. You missed that one. For her birthday. But when she unwrapped it, she pulled her face and said, it's not what I wanted, it will keep the downstairs loo smelling nice.
Oh,
nice. Poor Ray, isn't it, Tim? Well, some unromantic women out there, and we're asking you for more examples of them. If you think that you are with an unromantic woman, let us know your story. You could win a night in a hotel with dinner included to try and change your mind, or maybe you are the unromantic woman. You can nominate yourself. Just email us at loose.women@itv.com and tell us why. So, there you go. Now, it's Loose Moral Day. This is the day that we try and answer our questions. But we'll do the competition first, shall we? Slight mistake. You never noticed it, did you? It's competition time! As you know, we're giving away £2,000 every day. For your chance to win, have a go at answering this question. Nobody will notice, it'll be fine. Complete the name of this ITV programme. Footballers, A, wives, B, mistresses, or C, lovers. Call 09012931941. Calls cost £1 but may vary from mobiles. Or text the word COMP followed by A, B or C to 63337. Each text costs £1 plus standard network charge. Entrance must be 18 or over. Terms and conditions at itv.com/loosewomen. Good luck with that. We'll let you know who's won at the end of the show. Right, OK, it's Loose Moral time. When people write in with problems, we'll see what we can help with. This is Hilary in Norfolk, who says, Dear ladies, my daughter's 7 years old and recently came home from school and asked me what an orgasm was. Yes, I have to admit I was completely flabbergasted and changed the subject, but I realise I will soon have to face the dilemma of explaining the birds and the bees. How do you suggest I do it? At the age of 7. I have to say Charlie, even at 3.5, is asking, where do babies come from? How do you get boy babies? How do you get girl babies? And all of that kind of stuff. So it does start early, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, Kira's 4, and the other day when I was driving the car, she said to me, Mummy, you know when I was in your tummy? So I said, yeah. She said, well, how did Daddy get me in there? And then when you're driving, I thought, oh, my God. So I just went, oh, well, he's magic. I didn't know where to go with it. Put my foot down and got us home.
He got his magic wand out.
But it is really difficult, and I think 7 is so early. I mean, it's obviously something she's heard in...
Well, your daughter is, Emily's 7, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
So put yourself in that situation. She comes home and says, Mummy, what's a morgasm?
I'd be mortified. I wouldn't know what to say, to be honest. I think there's no way I'd tell her. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna tell her about it. I would try and skirt round the issue, and then I would want to find out where she got it from, because that would worry me.
See, I actually surprised myself in that if I say I would tell her, I mean, it would be, you know, a very kind of watered-down version. Most of mine are. But, I think you do have to... I know that was bad, wasn't it? Very bad. But even at an early age, you know, when she asks these questions, I do feel I've got to come up with an answer. And obviously, I'm the last one to have a sexual conversation with a 7-year-old because I'm very keen that they don't get into that. But I think I probably would say, oh, God, something like, it's a nice feeling that Mummy and Daddy get when they have a cuddle. I probably would.
Well, she'll go and start cuddling boys everywhere, won't she?
No, I think so.
But I have to say that one of the best things about not having children is never having to have those conversations with them. Because I never, ever want to explain that. Having said that...
But you've tried to explain it to me sometimes, and I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, I try. But my 10-year-old niece asks me questions all the time, and I don't see any point, really, in lying to children. I mean, so what? She asks you what an orgasm is. Why can't you just tell her? It'll probably just go in one ear and out the other and just think,
yeah, but it's
whatever.
the language, Carol. What would you say?
Well, I would. If I were in that situation, I would use some kind of scenario that she might understand. I still think 7 is too young, but, you know, if I was going to explain it even to a 9 or 10-year-old, and I would relate it to a sort of nature thing. Yeah. Because obviously everything has to be fertilised. So, you know, and kids know about bees and going onto flowers and plants and trees, and etc. So I would relate it to that and sort of, you know, explain it in a kind of, you know, when an oak tree loses its acorns and then the acorns grow in the and say, you know, Daddy's got lots of acorns. Do you know what I mean, though? I know I'm not a mother, see, I'm not very good at it.
One thing, though, I think we're all agreed that that's too young for the sit-down chat.
Yeah, I
mean, I think we all agree that it's kind of 10, 11 if you're going to do it. But dealing with things as you come up, as they come up and as the questions come, I think you have to. And maybe actually some brilliant books around. I mean, it might be worth it, Hilary, to try and find some of these books that are aimed at kids at that age and just look at them yourself and see how they explain things to kids. And so the next time your daughter asks, then at least you're prepared. And because being taken by surprise is one of the most difficult things, isn't it? Yeah, Daddy's magic. OK, time for a break. We're off to pout for the cameras, but while we do that, here is a quick look at who's coming up on the show very soon.